Hi, I'm Andrew Ahrens. I'm the managing member here at Ahrens Investment Partners.
And I'm Blaze Fry, Senior Advisor at Ahrens Investment Partners.
Today we're going to bring you our monthly recap for the month of January. There was a lot that was going on, and in particular, the big news was
The election, the president election, and Dow gets to 20,000.
It did.
Maybe that's the bigger news.
I think it did. It flirted with it for the month of December, right after the election. I mean, it came within a couple of points and bounced off and couldn't get there. So January, we finally get there.
Investors were excited, to see us hit that milestone, and then we've torn back off, the 20,000 mark. But a lot of uncertainty still with the Trump administration, and I think investors may have just taken a little pause.
I think you're right. I mean, the market ran up, got ahead of itself probably. The president came out of the gates running, and executive orders flying everywhere. And I don't think everybody really knows what economic policy is going to be right now. So there's a pause at this level, and probably for good reason. Who were the winners for the month of January that stand out to you?
Well, we have several, and emerging market stocks were up 5.5%. Foreign high yield bonds 3.1%. Foreign developed stocks up 2.9%. Foreign REITs 2.5%. Emerging market government bonds were up 2.3%. U.S. stocks, the Russell 3000 index was up 1.9%. The S&P 500 up 1.9%. And the oil was actually down 1.8%.
I noticed some common characteristics in those top 4 and 5, actually. You mentioned all foreign. And apparently that the foreign markets were probably the best value at the time. Maybe some money rotated out of the United States and went into the emerging markets. It went into foreign bonds. I think those asset classes were so beat up, there was a little regression to the mean, and people hit those. Oil had a pretty good run, a little profit taking in the month of January for that, and it looks like over here that our smaller stocks, which are the Russell 3000, it's more smaller stocks, seem to rally. What are you thinking about February? What kind of hits you right now of what February is going to be?
Well, I think going forward, there may still be more opportunity in the foreign markets, emerging markets, and the European sector.
One of the things that I'm looking at is probably some of the asset classes that the new administration's policies will help, and then maybe some of the lightening up in some of the policies that the new administration would administer to companies that he thinks are maybe their prices are too high for products. It could be pharmaceuticals, it could be the airplane manufacturers. There's so much going on, and the president is moving at a record pace that I think a well-diversified portfolio and patience is probably the best way to weather the storm until we can truly get a roadmap of what the policies are going to be for this year.
Well, some were talking about new construction projects and the government funding, brand new construction.
Infrastructure, yes.
And so we
Roads
certainly
and
think
bridges, yeah.
That's going to happen. And we do have a shortage of labor when it comes to high qualified construction workers. So there's an issue with being able to, put the money out there, get these projects started, and supply the labor. So we'll see how his policies with bringing in foreign workers as opposed to using domestic workers play out. And I think some of these companies are going to have to find a way to get this done.
Well, the most important part, in my opinion, is I hope this country finds peace and everybody quits arguing. We're all Americans. We're all in this boat together. I hate to talk politics and investing, but politics and investing unfortunately go together. So if we can just all get along and try to work together, maybe things will be better in the markets. Maybe things will be better where we live. Until next month, we appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you at the end of February.
Have a good Super Bowl weekend.